And here we go. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Day one of Auburn's fall camp is officially underway. Less than a month away from the start of the season. And man, do we have a lot to talk about the highlights, the news, the notes, the observations from today's practice. We're going to keep you guys covered throughout every single day of practice and the regular season as well, breaking down some Auburn film as well as keeping up with recruiting at the same time. Now, before we jump into the video, I want to give a massive shout out to all the Auburn media members out there who, go to practice, record the film, and, allow us to make these videos. Without them, these videos are not possible. So do me a favor and go follow them on X right now. You're going to see a couple of ads at the top left of your screen. I promise you, if you follow them, it will kind of feel like you're at practice some of these days because they do such a good job. So go follow them on X right now if you haven't already done so. With that being said, let's kind of talk about day one of practice for Auburn. Now, obviously, all teams are going to start off with a little bit of a walkthrough, kind of an install, get these plays activated, and get these players acclimated to a new system for the freshmen and for the newcomers coming in from the transfer portal. Specifically, Cam Coleman, Keandre Lambert-Smith, Robert Lewis. I mean, all three receivers are basically newcomers. Then you have Perry Thompson, Malcolm Simmons, Bryce Kane. So many new guys here, so obviously got to get them acclimated to start. Now, as expected, Peyton Thorne took all of the first team reps at the quarterback position, followed by Holden Geriner, Hank Brown, and then Walker White was fourth in rotation. Now, they are extremely confident in Peyton Thorne year two in this system. Obviously, getting the entirety of, the summer and the offseason to come in here, grind, learn the playbook, and understand his teammates, right? Full offseason for Peyton Thorne under Hugh Freeze. They also have a new coaching staff as well, bringing in so many new guys, which is good to see. Now, they're very excited about Peyton Thorne getting more and more acclimated to the system, and they thought he had a really good first day. We also saw Cam Coleman, Keandre Lambert-Smith, and Robert Lewis being the first receivers with Rivaldo Fairweather at the tight end position. Now, Brandon Frazier is an interesting piece for them. He is a guy who is a senior, as well as Luke Deal, right, who are going to get the majority of these tight end reps behind Rivaldo Fairweather. But what's good about these tight ends is they're kind of do-it-all type of players, guys who can fill big holes, run in 12 personnel, and help the run game as well by being big-time blockers who actually want to help the team, right? They don't care about their stats. They don't care about getting 3 touchdowns in a season. They care about making winning plays. And at the end of the day, those are the football guys. Those are the guys you want around your football team. So that is huge. We also got to see Kayan Lee and Keontae Scott with the first corners with Jaron Thompson and Caleb Wooden at the safety spots as well. When you break down this DB room, man, there's a lot to like. Obviously, with Jaron Thompson coming over here from the transfer portal, Kayan Lee looking like he could be a breakout star this year now that DJ James and Nehemiah Pritchett are in the NFL with the Seattle Seahawks. Then you have Champ Anthony as well, Antonio Kite, Caleb Wooden, Laquan Robinson, Jay Crawford. There's so many DBs that this team is high on, but as of right now, those are your 4. Now, before we get any further into practice and some expectations for this season, make sure you guys do me a favor. Hit the like button, but more importantly, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Guys, it is free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and we're going to be covering the Auburn Tigers all year long, from preseason practices to, football games, breaking down the film, all the way to recruiting. Going to be breaking down recruits as well. So make sure you guys join the family, man. Auburn's coming off such a big weekend, and they're going to look to continue to ramp it up, maybe land a guy like Andrew Babalola, or maybe come in here and land a guy like Jared Smith in the next couple of days. So, hey, I'm going to keep you guys updated. Join the family if you haven't already done so. And with that being said, let's kind of dive back into the video, man. So, practice today was obviously very slow as pads start to come on. Things are going to ramp up very quickly. We're going to get to see more of Perry Thompson, who, dude, I think Perry Thompson is going to be massive for them this year. I don't know why, but when you just watch this guy practice, he's bigger than he looks, and he's big. He looks big, but he's bigger than he looks. The man is he already looks like an NFL type of prospect. Obviously, there is some things that he needs to do to get better and better as time goes on. And, you know, he's nowhere near the NFL, but in terms of the way he looks like he could already be in the NFL. So big shout out to Perry Thompson, Gage Keys, Jason Jones, and Trill Carter saw the most of the action with the first group in the interior of the defensive line. Gage Keys is someone I think could take a massive jump up. Obviously, last year got a lot of playing time, but this is a year where I think he can come in as a transfer junior and really start to make a name for himself, as well as Trill Carter, a big nose tackle, 5 technique, or you just really want this dude to come in here and just, you know, make an impact. And I think he really, really will be able to. You also have Isaiah Rakes, Jason Jones. So they have a lot of interior guys that they like. We're going to continue to monitor that position specifically over the next few weeks to see which one of these guys is really going to make that jump up and maybe even get the majority of the starts when it comes to the NFL. I mean, to the start of the season. I don't know why I said NFL. Champ Anthony was the first nickel. Thompson was also seeing some action there as well. And yeah, Perry Thompson looked good, physical, good in breaking, out breaking on routes. I mean, I'm excited about Perry Thompson the most here. Payne Thorne looks so much more comfortable. Obviously, they have that new technology in helmets where, you know, Coach Hugh Freeze can talk to him during a play or 15 seconds before the play starts. So that's going to be huge for him, and his development, being able to read a defense, is huge. But overall, man, this Auburn team looks different. I mean, you have 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 new wide receivers. Probably a bunch of them are going to get some playing time this year. And then when you look at the defense, I mean, you have a bunch of the starters coming back in Keldrick Falk, and you have Jason Jones and Jalen McLeod, Austin Keys, Asante, Kane Lee, Sylvester Smith, Keontae Scott, Champ Anthony. But behind those guys is a bunch of newcomers, and Phillip Leedy, Trill Carter, Gage Keys, Crawford, Dorian Mosey, Fanaji Gote, Jay Crawford. I mean, all these guys are brand new to the team, so they do have a lot to learn here. And I'm excited to see how they come out and continue to ramp up as practice goes forward. Now, comment down below, who are 2 players that you think could completely break out this season for the Auburn Tigers? I mean, there's a couple of guys, obviously, when you look at a guy like Cam Coleman, right? Who knows? Maybe he is a guy that can come in here and just make a difference for this team. So, you also have Perry Thompson. You have a guy like, for example, Jaron Thompson, who looks like he could be a starting safety as well. So I'm excited. You look at some of these defensive tackles: Jason Jones, Trill Carter, Gage Keys, Isaiah Rakes. Who's going to be that one tech? Who's going to be that nose tackle? Probably something to look forward to going forward. So make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family. We will be you know, covering the Auburn Tigers throughout the entirety of camp. So make sure you guys join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next Auburn update. Peace.